like to begin this talk by asking a question. What do you think is mankind's greatest modern piece of technology? In my opinion, it is the computer. Computers are prevalent everywhere in our modern world. From the desktops and laptops you see at homes and offices, to smartphones and tablets, and even to the servers that run the websites that we use on a daily basis. As a result, many people rely on computers on a daily basis, whether it be for work, casual use, or just a simple way to connect with the rest of the world. My interest in computers started not so long ago. 3 summers ago, my cousin, who has been living in Vietnam his entire life, decided to move to America to realize his dream of working in the computer field. However, the only computer in our household at the time was simply too dated to perform any remotely intensive tasks, such as editing. Therefore, he decided to upgrade it with the help of a few $100s I'd gotten from trading virtual items. Yes, playing games can indeed earn money. So, the moment I booted the system up for the first time, I had noticed that it ran like butter, smoothly. And more importantly, for the very first time, I played games on a very smooth 60 frames per second. At first, I was intimidated before I even started the build process because of the sheer amount of components in the market. But with enough research and with the help of YouTube and various tech forums, I narrowed down the list of components that would provide to me the best performance for my budget. The components were a processor, motherboard, graphics card, RAM, hard drive, solid-state drive, and power supply. So the processor is a chip that contains a set number of physical cores that is made to handle multiple tasks running on the computer. Its efficiency is increased with the number of cores present and the frequency of each core. This was by far the most important upgrade, as the old processor, the old system, could not meet my daily demands. So next was the motherboard. The motherboard serves as the foundation for every computer, seeing as how it allows every component to be connected and run. I had to upgrade the motherboard because the old motherboard did not support the socket required for the new processor. The graphics card is something that alters the memory to allow the acceleration of creation of images. Its functions are mostly utilized in photo editing, video editing, and gaming. I decided to include a graphics card into my new build to remove some of the strain of graphics processing from the processor and place it on something dedicated to the task of graphics processing. RAM, or random access memory, is memory that contains temporary information that allows data to be accessed more quickly. Having more RAM in a system allows the many different programs running to use more memory, which in turn makes them run more smoothly and quicker. This was also a very important upgrade, seeing as how I only had 4 gigabytes of RAM originally, but the upgrade from 4 to 8 removed virtually any hiccups in the system. So hard drives and solid-state drives are basically similar in the functions that their functions are to store a large amount of data. The hard drive uses a magnetic spindle to spin to complete read and write processes, but on the other hand, solid-state drives do not have any moving parts and uses flash chips to increase the speeds of read and write processes. A great thing about solid-state drives is that you could replace old hard drives and old systems to basically revitalize the system, make it seem as if it was brand new. The power supply is the heart of the system. It draws electricity from the wall to supply each component with enough power to run. Please don't cheap out on a power supply, because if you do, you could get component frying or even a computer fire. I needed to upgrade the power supply to meet the new power draw demands of the new components. And by doing so, I increased the efficiency of the power draw, and which thus decreased the electric bill. So I know that building a computer is really hard at first. Why should you build a computer rather than buying it pre-built? A simple argument is basically the cost. See, if you see on this list, this is the price that you would pay if you were to buy each part individually, while over here, this would be the pre-built computer. This over here is cheaper because you wouldn't have to pay for the labor costs, while over here you would. And this is the price without taking in the cost of shipping. While over here, if you buy each part individually, you would have the option of paying for free shipping. So, using the knowledge that I gained from helping my cousin build this system, I also helped a friend build his own computer from start to finish with the components I'd chosen to fit his budget. It cost around $600, and buying something with relatively the same performance would have cost him an extra $200 or $300. The old me from 3 years ago would never actually been interested in this, but the time I spent helping my cousin and friend build their computers gave me a new perspective on modern technology, how advanced it became, and how it keeps improving. This experience also gave me a first-hand look on the capability of computers. But more importantly, it sparked my love for computers and even inspired me to make my own computer. So this is what I started with. This is what my cousin helped me build, and this is now my own computer. Thank you.